There was an incident by a crossroad where 4 persons had died. Actually, 4 persons heard that got shot and died. Other person was injured. The person that got shot and injured, those person, I know them, like, know them face to face, right? Person live cross. That lady then she get shot. Shot fly through her arm, through her breast, hit a child, kill that child. That next guy shot fly through the windscreen, through the glass, right? Splinter hit in his face, almost blind him. Fly through his arm, hit someone else. There's a bigger one. I think she got a chest wound. She died. The doctor he died. That's the person he came for. The driver actually died also too. That's the way the 82 bus them park, man.
Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The picture that you see on the screen is of an 80-year-old girl. Her name is Kiana Hudson. She is from Detroit, Michigan. Based on information, it is said that she had a 56-year-old gymnastic teacher at the school. Oftenly, he would take her into the office. Oftenly, he would touch her up inappropriately. She did not say anything to either the teachers or her parents. However, one day, this little pitney decided that she has had enough, went to school. She found a tool that belonged to the father under some sorts of mattress, stuck it in her Barney John Sports. And when that teacher decided that he was going to do what he always did, call her, walk her to his office and touch her up, that day she had a different plan for him. She had planned that she was going to get justice immediately. Right on the spot, she was going to be the judge, the jury, and most important, the takeaway person. It is said that the students, the teachers, security started to scramble when they heard rapid pie sound coming out of the office of Mr. Jim Turner, the gymnastic teacher. When they went upon further review, they saw that he was hit a couple of times in the thigh and a couple of times in the chest, and that little girl was standing there with the tool in her hand. Needless to say, he did not make it. He was pronounced at the hospital. Moral of the story is this: whenever you mess with people, whatever you get, justifiably you deserve it. Now, as a parent myself, and any other parent that is concerned, parental instincts, you are going to have the mother hen syndrome, or you're going to have not the cock syndrome, but you know what I am speaking about, the fatherly instincts to protect your children, your own, your BLOOD. Had that been my daughter or son, I consider myself a legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen of a couple of countries. However, I tell myself, say, if anybody violates my children in such a way, I am willing to sacrifice my own life and freedom to make sure, say, that person case is completed right on spots. Now I know that person are going to say it sounds controversial, but like me say, 7 different brother, 7 different mind, to each his own. You handle stuff how you handle it. I am from the streets, so therefore my natural instincts is going to kick in. Because the truth and the fact is that you wouldn't want your daughter or your son to handle a situation like that, because more than likely they are going to be emotionally traumatized for the rest of their natural life. The whole bunch of stuff that comes with it. And I am not saying that maybe it would be a good idea if you feel like, say, she get traumatized and you hide a little tool and your chest or a little safe. You might conveniently leave the key in where she could see it, and then she could probably open that safe, take the tool and take it to her school and take it to the teacher like she did. However, you can also understand that that is an 80-year-old, so therefore that might not be sound advice. But me just say, Anyway that he got is good. So therefore, at the end of the day, this little child was traumatized a couple of times. Don't know what type of therapy she is getting at the moment. However, she was going through some stuff and she just exploded. Literally, point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called We Should Count Our Blessings and Stop Complaining About Trivial Petty Stuff. I talk about, some vehicle have a little dent. Some have a little headache. Some me can't find a clothes to wear. Some I feel a little bit sick today. Just imagine being in the case of a district constable, Michael Hall. He works in the Kingston division. About a month or so ago, just before the school give holiday, Mr. Hall and his 14-year-old son went to the U.S. Embassy. They got a visa. He decided that this youth is doing good in school. So therefore, I am going to make sure he appreciates, or know that we appreciate his hard work and dedication to school. So he took him to the United States, Florida to be specific. He was up there a couple of days with him and then he decides, we're from a close-knit family. So therefore he is in good hand. They are just like me. Same type of family value. They planned some trip maybe about 24 to 48 hours ago. On that trip, it is said that there were 12 family members in this vehicle. They were going on some sorts of highway. Don't know if it was speeding. Don't know if it is some sorts of physical, mechanical problem. That vehicle flipped and fell into some sorts of canal in Florida. If you know anything about Florida, you know that it is mostly surrounded by water, whether at the beaches, whether a lake, whether a canal, a whole heap of water there, Florida. It is said that out of those 12 family members that were in that one specific vehicle, at least 9 of them lost their life, ages 2-year-old to 60-year-old. That youth, Mr. Hall's son, Michael Hall Jr., that attended high school in Jamaica, he also lost his life. I am going to let you hear what the father has to say, and then some po in support for this man, and then I am going to give my piece. Take a listen, take a look.
I was also supposed to be on that family trip, I was supposed to be there. I was but my son going to enjoy himself more because all of them going is mostly children, so I said we can go and enjoy to the rest of the family. And this is what happened. My son is all in Jamaica. The next one, my nephew, he recently migrated to the US. Recently, like about a year ago or so. The rest of them is American, born and grow. Family, my sister, my nephew, my cousin, father, ex-wife, my stepmom, all of these people, my entire family, all of them. My brother is in the hospital right now, so that's basically where it is right now. We just get to the visa. I'm promising him, say, hey, man, I'll carry about a friend. We take the time from work, just to carry and spend as much time with him and all of this.
District Constable Michael Hall of the Kingston Eastern Division, OSD, lost 9 of his family members, to include his son, Michael Hall Jr. They both went off on vacation. However, at this time, he's very devastated and heartbroken, and also blames himself for the death of his son. The incident has left the Kingston Eastern Division family and community in shock and grief. Our area chaplain, colleagues, family and friends are in dialogue with him, and we will provide all the support that is needed at this time. I ask everyone to remember him in their prayers.
He's not one of those who gives trouble. He will just be by himself, just give him a tablet and game, and that's it for him. While I'm here with him, when he was here with me, he just playing when the tablet to the phone, from the phone to the TV, that's it. And we have to tell him, say, we have up on the road and go and one of them good one there where parents have to stress themselves.
So people, you heard the voice of the father, very distraught, very traumatized, very emotionally shaken up at this point, and we can all see why. Because here's the thing, whenever you are a hard-working person, you make sure say your child or children get everything that they deserve, everything that you can afford. You make sure that they are around family, not the iffy family, them close-knit family that value family structure. Look out for each other the way that family is, which does not exist in a Jamaica anymore, and worse, in America. It seems as if most persons are for self. So this father, when he left, came back to Jamaica, was thinking, well, everything good. He probably got the call, they are going on some sort of trip. The son was excited, only to hear the news that the vehicle flip over, and out of the 12 people, 9 of them gone. That is 3/4 of the people. That is a whole lot. One time, not back to back to back to back to back. One time. So just imagine the amount of lives that are traumatized, the amount of adjustment, the amount of final send-off that will have to be made for these family. Don't know how it is that whoever survived, or if the person that was driving survived the actual flip over and people get drowned. Based on information that I am getting, it is said that one of those persons, uncle, he was one of the survivors. I guess 3 out of 12, 9 gone. He is on some sorts of stress out. Take care yourself, watch in the hospital, and people, rightfully so. How does one live with thyself? If especially you were speeding, if especially you did not pay attention, you are going to feel your conscience is going to bother you. You will have to live with that for the rest of your life. Most persons cannot live with that. So people, don't be surprised if 9 goes to 10. Do the maths and you'll know exactly what I am speaking about. So at the end of the day, while we are here complaining about BS, this man have real stress, real trauma. This man have a lot on his plates. And don't be surprised if he also flips his lid and end up in the afterlife. Hopefully he can get the therapy that he needs. But people, like me say, count your blessing. Live every day, one day at a time. Always live, put family first. Very important, because you never know if today will be your last day. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if success or fame makes you a target. Success in the fact that you might be extorted, in the fact that people think that you're some sort of meal ticket and you owe them, and if you don't pay them, they will take away your life. Success in the fact that with social media, whenever you are a successful person, you are going to make posts and people can easily find you. That might be the case as it pertains to the picture that you see on the screen. This is Danger Kid, the firebrand. Government name, Romario Devon Smith. He is not from Manchester. However, he was booked for some sort of party in Manchester. Upon playing the music, entertaining the people, and was leaving from a place called Huntley, going to Prospect, Mount Prospect, vice versa. It is said that the Vox that he was traveling in, some people roll up in our next vehicle, spray up the vehicle, take for themselves. He was rushed to the hospital. He is receiving treatment. Don't know his medical condition right now as we speak, but he is lucky to be alive. Moral of the story, like me say, people hate you for nothing. People hate you because of your success. People hate you because of your fame. People want what is yours, and if their lives are miserable, misery likes company, and nothing worse being miserable than taking away somebody else's life. And in the land of Jamaica, we see that you could easily be a target, equal opportunity target, that is point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news and continuing on the theme of you could lose your life for petty stuff, dead for nothing, none at all. The picture that you see on your screen is of a man, his name or he is known as Fruitman. You know, in Jamaica, when you're a vendor, whatever you sell, if you sell socks, them a call you Soxy. So therefore, everybody knows this man as Fruitman. He operates his little business on the Orange Bay Hanover section by the bus stop, them say. Based on information, this man lost his life at the hand of the GUN, I am assuming. Now, people, here's the thing. You could be a fruit vendor, you could be any sorts of business person in a Jamaica, and you interact with people. From you diss people or them feel like you diss them, the first action is go for some sorts of tool, go for some sort of farm utensil, because you might have dissed them in front of people and them get them feelings. One thing that we know about the baddest people amongst us, they are ultra sensitive, thin skin, just waiting and itching for somebody to say something or say the wrong thing, just to trigger them off, literally. And it takes literally nothing, none at all. So people like me say, based on information when me know, this man been a fruit vendor for years, everybody knows him, what he might have done, who he might have known. Is it a case of if them can't catch Quack or them catch him short syndrome? People only time will tell. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I will divulge ASAP. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.